Hello everyone, I hope you all had a great Christmas. We continue to publish the best football players of 2023 according to our opinion. Today it's time for midfielders. Leave your comments on who you think we forgot to mention and who you consider the best midfielder of 2023. And we begin our list of the best. Since tweeting that Arsenal fans deserve more in 2020 during the absolute nadir of the club's toughest times, Bukayo Saka has developed into quite the footballer. First pick for his club, near as damn it for his country and an absolute icon in English football. The 22-year-old has the two traits that make him potentially generational. Firstly, that he always steps up from the setback, taller and broader than when he knocked down. Secondly, that he has an incredible knack for seemingly downloading new patches to his repertoire as a footballer. Formerly a humble left-back capable of exhilarating with his pace and precision, he now decides and dictates with his stop-start runs, passing and drifts in and out of space. Most excitingly, as Arsenal challenged this year, Saka discovered the ability to cut inside and find the bottom corner. Is it any surprise that he's also designated penalty taker? 2 years on from the Euros shootout miss, rising from that to become the man in those moments is just who he is by now. There is nothing to say about Jude Bellingham that hasn't been thus far, living the dream being the obvious cliché. So let's avoid the hyperbole and temptation to gaze into a long-distant future to talk solely about the present in black and white. 20 Real Madrid games, 17 goals, despite arriving at the club as a tenacious box-to-box midfielder who wasn't guaranteed to start in a stacked lineup. Bellingham has not just bucked all expectations, he's turned into a world beater at 20. It's like very little football has seen in years. He's handing out killer blows in the biggest fixtures. He's the most well-rounded footballer on earth, seemingly netting for fun on work experience up front in the absence of a senior poacher among the bunch, all at the biggest club on earth. And were it not for injury, he'd have a Bundesliga title to his name in 2023. He's perhaps his country's best shot at a major trophy since 10 years before his own father was born. Bellingham is the future, for sure, but he's also perhaps the most exciting player to watch right now. He deserves to be recognized as one of the best holding midfielders of a generation, and 2023 was a magnum opus in midfield for the artist less commonly known as Rodrigo Hernandez. The Thunderbolts against Bayern Munich and Real Madrid have merely punctuated Rodri's presence as the engine of this machine, as have 3 successive City defeats without the suspended Spaniard later in the year. The consistency has been almost robotic. It's not that he never loses possession, but he never wastes it either. Always looking to progress, always looking for the next move rather than thinking about the last. Midfield metronomes by their very nature were players able to provide control. Rodri is there to ensure dominance. He has the grace of a Pirlo, for sure, but the edge of a Gattuso, wanting to strangle opponents with incessant strings of passes. The Manchester City class of 23 might just be one of the best teams that the world has ever witnessed, and Rodri defines it not just in his physical and technical abilities but his mindset too. The midfielder of the year. Kevin De Bruyne is legendary. There's no other way to square it. The treble-winning campaign won't go down as the one that he invested some of his most extraordinary displays, but City certainly saw some of his most important over the season. He's perhaps Guardiola's finest tactical achievement at City, turning a playmaker into a Swiss Army knife of a midfielder, forward and winger in one, sometimes all at once. During the heat of big games en route to 3 trophies, De Bruyne didn't play every minute, but the minutes he played had his fingerprints all over them. The metronomic Belgian pulling the strings, the greatest Premier League midfielder ever. £105 million has rarely looked so fantastic value. Declan Rice has established himself not just as one of the best defensive midfielders in the world this season, but one of the best midfielders full stop, with all-action performances dragging West Ham away from a spiral, before man of the match displays in a title race for Arsenal. This was the year that Rice lifted the Irons' first European trophy since 1965's Cup Winners' Cup, and if his performances, age and leadership are anything to go by, it'll be the first of many medals in his cabinet. Jamal Musiala's 2023 was the year that he stepped up and became the face of Bayern Munich. The Croydon-raised schemer pulled Die Roten over the edge to win the title race and has now established himself as their most important player. It's not just his interplay in the pockets, on the half-turn, or the way he can drift beyond Harry Kane up front. It's not his intelligence on or off the ball or his creative expression, it's that he puts a 6-time European title-winning institution on his 20-year-old shoulders in times of need. Bayern are huge, and Musiala is their North Star. That Eduardo Camavinga is so young yet so important to Carlo Ancelotti's Real Madrid isn't just testament to his versatility but his intelligence as a player. The Frenchman has played multiple roles, but he's trusted to complete everything to an elite standard. He's barely scratched the surface of how good he could become. So, here are the best players according to our opinion. We look forward to your comments, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our video. Good luck to everyone, and until next time.